The end of the new 74 series impressed everyone. We saw the immense power of the Astro Skibidi race. Everyone was shocked by the Titan Cameraman, who did not run away from their army and sacrificed himself. He did the same thing as Plunger Man, proving to everyone that they had a lot in common after all. It was because of his heroic act that I decided to make this video. And as you may have realized, today we will talk about Cameraman the Titan. Today, as in the last video, we will look at the whole story of Cameraman Titan, as well as discuss whether he survived or died. Because even though the explosion at the end of the series looks like Cameraman Titan died, I have speculations through which I have come to the conclusion that Titan was able to survive. There are still so many crazy theories related to Cameraman Titan. For example, did you know that inside every Titan there is an agent that controls it who would be able to replace the Cameraman Titan? And was he really in control and he didn't die of his own free will? What if Cameraman Titan is being held captive by Astro Toilets? All of these theories are on the verge of insanity, and each one requires either refutation or proof. Anyway, stock up on tea, give us a like, and Razmeek is with you as always, and we're off. First of all, let's just remember who Cameraman Titan is. First of all, Cameraman Titan is an agent created to counter larger toilets. After all, as we've seen throughout the series, the Alliance has created agents based on the size of the Skibidi. Regular agents versus regular toilet Skibidi, those that are bigger versus those that are bigger, and so on upwards. Camera Titan is the first agent to be created to fight against G-Man. After all, he appeared just when G-Man was starting to bring imbalance to the war. By the way, this can be said for all Titans. When Cameraman Titan lost, Speakerman Titan started to fight against G-Man instead of him. And when he was gone too, TV Man Titan continued. As we know, Dafik Boom is a fan of the Transformers franchise, and some of the characters from there he embodied in his series. And Cameraman Titan is the prototype of Optimus Prime, due to his judicious and decisive character. By the way, there's something to be said for Cameraman Titan's other qualities. In battle, he feels like some kind of tower with arms and legs, plus he has weapons. Even with his movements, you can hear a creaking sound, as if from a huge tower crane. It's almost as if the antennae on the camera hint at this as well. In combat, it's clumsy and relies more on firepower. Let's get to the story. As we know already, at the first appearance of Cameraman the Titan, he started destroying Skibidi Toilets en masse. But at the first meeting with G-Man, he was defeated due to the ingenious tactics of Skibidi Toilets, after which he went for a long time behind the frame for improvement and repair. He returned as the Skibidi Toilets army attacked the Cameraman's laboratory. After that, he started trying to heal the Titan speaker, which of course is not without problems, but still succeeded. Then they follow the trail of the escaped G-Man and run into the scientist's trap. The Titans reach the laboratory, and the scientist gives them a fight instead of hiding as usual. They lose, as in addition to the scientist, G-Man joins the party, whose appearance is rendered useless by the Titan's TV teleportation. They all band together, trash the Skibidi Toilets outside the lab, and catch, and, to put it mildly, eliminate the scientist who tried to escape. After learning that G-Man escaped during all this commotion, the Titans amicably begin a chase after him, in which they encounter the Astro Tools. They finally catch up with G-Man, to whom they all lose together. While resting after the defeat and planning further actions, the Titans are attacked by a fleet of Astro Toilets. Realizing the hopelessness of the situation, Cameraman the Titan sacrifices himself, buying time for TV and Speaker the Titans to escape. Whether he died or survived will be discussed a little later. Now we get to the craziest theories about the Titan Cameraman. I have this idea that every Titan is controlled by a small, ordinary agent. There is some evidence for this theory. All Titans have a core, but what is it for? We haven't seen this in normal agents, since we know that agents were created from humans. Titans, on the other hand, need the energy stored in the core. And as you can see, you can't find a human that's commensurate with a Titan. So the Titans are robots, which leaves us with two options. Either it's being controlled remotely, or there's a little agent inside pulling the levers. This can also be seen by looking at the damage to the Titans after the battle with G-Man. If you pay attention to the damage to the Titan speaker arm, you can see that it looks as if it is empty inside and only consists of mechanisms. The same effect is seen on the damage to the scientist's exoskeleton. This theory, like all theories, has a problem. It lies in the fact that the Titans may just be robots with built-in artificial intelligence. But either way, the theory is interesting and gives hope that the Camera Titan survived. By the way, do you remember the Astro Toilet arm we saw in the TV Men's lab? Well, that's the exact same arm that Cameraman Titan took for himself. After he put it on, There was a lot of speculation that the Titan cameraman might sort of get infected by that hand. That is, there was speculation that the hand might serve as a high-tech parasite. All of this speculation is even relevant now, as the TV men had to program this hand and remake it for use, and the Titan cameraman used it without such procedures. So what if he's really infected? But then by whom? The immediate assumption is that by the hands of Astro, but it wasn't. If Cameraman Titan was under their control, what then? It would have attacked TV and Speaker Titan at an unexpected moment. They didn't, so suspicion falls on another character. That character is G-Man. After all, if you think about it that way, he had already subdued that claw before, so why couldn't he use it again? Only this time he managed to subdue the Titan in its entirety, not just its arm. G-Man also fights against Astro, but he's not a supporter of the Alliance. My theory, on the other hand, is that he could control Titan to make him a kamikaze to destroy a certain Astro Toilet. Leaks with sad Cameraman Titan and G-Man can also confirm this theory. We saw Cameraman Titan, but the same frame with G-Man was not, which may indirectly hint that Cameraman Titan died not by his own will, but at the hands of G-Man. I think that his death was quite conscious, and he sacrificed himself on purpose, but I don't exclude this option either. Titan Cameraman is now off the screens for a long time, maybe even forever, and the Alliance will have to create or improve some agent to such a level that he can replace Titan. The logical outcome of this situation would be to create a new Titan, and most likely this Titan will combine all the technologies of the Alliance as well as the new development of TV men, which we saw at their base in 74 series. Well, or it will be just a new Titan cameraman, which will be given small chips to counter Astro Toilets. If you choose to increase the number of agents, it's more likely that they'll choose Scientist Cameraman. He's already had to operate an exoskeleton, and now he's motivated to avenge his friends. Well, it seems to me that the most realistic theory about Titan Cameraman is that he is now a prisoner of Astro Toilets. After all, if you zoom in on the last frame with Cameraman Titan, you can see how he rams one of the Astro Toilets and manages to fly away in the other direction, and then we see how all other Astro Toilets fly after him. 100% we can't say that Cameraman Titan was destroyed, because we notice that Cameraman is flying somewhere, but still it seems to me that he was caught, and now he is a prisoner of the Astro Toilets, and maybe in the future, agents will release him, or somehow Astro Toilets will recruit Cameraman Titan. Now it is time to discuss the main question that arose after episode 74. Did Cameraman Titan survive? And the answer to that question is rather ambiguous. The moment he threw himself at the Astro Toilets, he was already pretty well damaged, which of course only makes things worse. But if you remember his old battles and compare the damage he received from explosions and from lasers, the explosions and laser blasts from Astro Skibidists seem not so strong. So there's still a chance of survival after such a shakeup. The only problem is that the entire Alliance army escaped or was destroyed, and because of this, all the firepower of the Astro Tubes was aimed at destroying the Titan. And moreover, we did not see what happened in general, because Cameraman was already in a very critical condition. There is less and less hope for the return of the Cameraman Titan. It was much more important for him to sacrifice his own life for his friends. That was why he sort of accepted defeat and was not going to flee the battlefield. His main goal was to sacrifice himself for his comrades. But agree, now it seems as if the Cameraman Titan arc is completed perfectly. He fought, found a friend, then lost him and wanted revenge, but he ended up sacrificing his life in memory of him. That's how the video turned out today. See you all soon.